Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today I wanted to review the new NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. They were nice enough to send me a PR package of it. This box is insane. So let me show you guys what's in here. They included not only the entire shade range of their new foundation, like you guys see all of these shades, and they also included 3 full size for me to try. And they had a makeup artist who actually looked at our photos and color matched us based on our photos. And let me tell you, they did an amazing job. Like, 2 of the shades in here are an exact match to like my winter and summer shades, and there's one that I can kind of mix with some other ones just to make it work or give it away to a friend. But this shade range I am so in love with. I feel like a lot of brands have been struggling lately with getting their shade ranges on point, but this definitely is a really nice range, so NARS did a great job on that. Now without further ado, let's jump into the review and demo. NARS also sent over this giant book full of information, which I love because I am somewhat of a makeup geek. I love learning how makeup's made, where it's made, the undertones, the formulas, like all the different features of it. And in here it just kind of goes a little bit more into detail. It says the 16-hour fade resistance, full powered radiance powered by raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts to improve skin texture. Yes please. And full coverage without the weight. Again, who doesn't love that? Non-cakey, non-masking, non-drying. 33 shades and mineral tone balancing powders that are able to mimic skin's tone for the closest match on skin. And there's tons of other info, like it just goes on and on in here, but I won't bore you guys with all of that because we need to put this bad boy to the test and start applying him to my skin. So for today, what I think I want to do is apply half of my face with a brush and then half with a beauty blender and kind of go from there. And then depending on which side looks better, I'll probably finish off the other side with the technique or the method that works the best. So I'm just going to go ahead and start in with my brush. And so far, it's like a perfect shade match. I'm glad I added the DeVille in there because I am kind of like extra Casper status today. But this is really pretty. Like, my camera shows everything. I'm just so like, my skin has just been crazy lately. So the fact that even with this foundation on and all these lights, my skin still is looking way better. And it doesn't look cakey at all. And you can definitely see like it's very naturally radiant. I can hide the name, but that looks really pretty. Okay, so let me finish this side of my face. And I'm definitely gonna need to go in with some concealer today just because even though this is full coverage, even my most full coverage concealers or foundations will not cover some of like this crazy discoloration stuff I have going on down there. This actually blends out really nice too. It's not super drying. It doesn't feel like anything on my skin, like it really is super weightless. And I actually really like the way this is applying with the brush, which is surprising because normally I do not like the way a lot of foundations apply with it. Bring it down onto the neck so we don't have that fun line that we all used to have in high school, or at least that I had in high school. That fun like orange cake face line. Tell me in the comments below if you've ever walked out of the house like that, whether it was in high school or now, because even now sometimes when I'm trying new foundations, I'll do it and then I'll get in the car and I'll be like, oh my god, what is this? Like, what is that? So because this side turned out so well with the brush, I'm actually kind of tempted to go in with the brush on this side as well, but for testing purposes, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender anyway, and if we need to, we can always switch back to our brush. Let's see how this goes. I'm just using just a standard black Pro Beauty blender. See, I don't like the way it's applying. Oh, that's so weird. I normally love the way foundations apply with a beauty blender, but for some reason this one, like when I'm applying it with the beauty blender, it's almost looking a little bit cakey, and I feel like it's actually enhancing and accentuating my pores, which is never a good thing because we all know how much I love my pores. Oh, I don't like that. No bueno. The foundation itself still looks like nice and I love the radiance of it, but I don't like the way it's applying with the beauty blender. Huh. Okay, bye-bye beauty blender. So let's go back in now over this, and I'm just gonna take my brush and apply it instead. This is the Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush brush, and it is the number, what number is this? 56. I just recently got this, and I have to say, I have been really, really loving it. It's very soft, it's very nicely made, it feels very high quality. It was a little pricey. I want to say this brush was like maybe 40 bucks, maybe 30, maybe 38. I think it was 38. I'll leave it down in the description box below if you guys are interested, but it works really well with this foundation and every other foundation I've tried it with. Wow, okay, it even really like super, you guys see that? Okay, so you guys saw what my skin looked like before. I have like this kind of weird, dry, discolored patch right here that I have going on. This is only one very light pass of the foundation, and it's almost completely covered. Like, I could probably, if I wanted to, get away without any concealer. That is insane. You guys, I am loving this foundation. And you guys know, like, I am super picky when it comes to foundations. Like, I mean, I'm just the pickiest person in general, but especially when it comes to foundations. This one is so pretty, and it is like the perfect match. That never happens, ever, like ever. And even like on my under eyes, you guys can see, like, what under eye bags? You can't tell that I haven't slept in like 4 days, please. Okay, so I'm just kind of going in and making sure that everything is really well blended into the skin. It looks so gorgeous on the skin, like, especially for someone who's been a matte foundation person for so long. I love the way that this looks. I am like already borderline obsessed, and this is probably going to be one of those things where I purchase like 15 bottles to hoard. It is so pretty. You know what's amazing too is lately when I've been doing my foundation, no matter what I use, what primer, what foundation, what combination of the two that I use, I've been getting this weird crease right here, and I'm not getting it like literally at all. Like, normally begins as soon as I put my foundation on, and it's not starting, so that's a really good sign. Now I think what I'm going to do is jump off camera, finish up my makeup, and then I will come back and check in with you guys. Alright, so I'm back. I finished up my makeup. I only put a very tiny bit of powder on my face. The only places that I applied it are in the very inner corner of my eye to prevent my under eye creasing, a tiny bit right here in my smile lines, and a little bit right here in that place where I crease on my chin. Other than that, I put zero powder on because I really wanted to keep the radiance of the foundation, and I am really digging this, you guys. So I'm excited to see how this wears throughout the day. I will come back and check in at the end of the day and give you guys a full update and finished review. And then I quickly did want to talk about the packaging. It comes in this really nice glass bottle. This is 1 ounce fluid formula, has a black top with a standard black pump, which I love. And this will seriously last forever. I maybe used 1 to 2 pumps for my entire face today. My hair is looking just a little bit rough after today, like looking just a little bit frizzy, but it's okay. So I've been wearing this foundation now for about, let me check, 8 hours. And I gotta say, it looks almost exactly the way it did when I first put it on, which is a huge plus. I do notice just a little bit of creasing right here, but for some reason, like this part on my face with everything I've been wearing lately, and even when I don't wear makeup, this crease is just there. So I don't think that's the foundation. I haven't touched up literally at all. I do feel like I'm a little bit shiny just in here, but that's really normal for me, and I accidentally put on my super strength moisturizer today instead of like my regular daytime one, so that could also be why. But like looking, and I'm loving. This foundation is so pretty. I don't feel like it oxidized at all, which is another huge plus. And like I said, no touch-ups. I used barely any concealer on this, you guys. Like, and you saw how like rough my chin was looking this morning. Like, it was not pretty, but I am digging it. So I'm gonna try and go a few more hours before I have to wash this all off and go home for the day, but I'm gonna come back and update you guys at least one more time and finish everything up between now and then. Alright guys, so it has officially been 12 hours since I put the foundation on. I'm not going to be able to make it to the full 16 just because I need to go to bed. I am exhausted, but I did want to check in with you guys one last time. This has just worn so beautifully throughout the day. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this foundation. I normally get a lot of rub off and transfer on my nose, and I literally have none, like zero. And I have put this makeup through the ringer today with all the stuff that I've been doing. But this just looks so beautiful. The only thing I would do is probably like take a little brush at this point in time. Like after 12 hours, anybody needs a touch up. I don't care what you put on your face. But I would just take like the same brush that I used to apply it and maybe just dab like a little bit around the nose, in my chin, my smile lines, maybe just like a tiny bit on the forehead. And I mean, it looks brand new. Like the foundation looks so fresh and so flawless. It is just perfection. NARS like killed it with this formula. I am in love. Now I will say that I do look a little shiny. However, that is not oil, it's not grease, it's just my new light. I'm still trying to kind of figure it out, and it is making me look a little bit shinier on camera than I actually am in person. In person it just looks very natural, very glowy, very beautiful. Like, it is just such a gorgeous foundation. I would highly recommend obviously picking this up if you have the chance. and I'm gonna go hop on Sephora right now and order some backup bottles for myself. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what other types of videos you would like to see, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!